take those two right turns, and when they make the final turn, they can begin to hear the crowd and the noise of the open end of the stadium.
Here it is, the most exciting 25 seconds in college football.
Hello and welcome inside Studio C of the Clemson Athletics Branding Institute for another episode of Two Right Turns. I'm once again guest host Ross Taylor, and I am joined this week actually by some Two Right Turns veterans. So if you guys will, please introduce yourselves, name, position, hometown.
Peyton Page, Greensboro, North Carolina, and I play defensive tackle.
Athlete.
I'm an athlete.
Barrett Carter, linebacker from Suwanee, Georgia.
So I mentioned both of you guys making return appearances on Two Right Turns. Peyton, I believe, number 2. And Barrett, I think your record third appearance on Two Right Turns, so welcome back. It's not often that we have breaking news. This is a recorded podcast, so it's hard to do a whole lot of live news. So if we can, real quick, everybody raise your hand. And if you were not named as a Butkus Award finalist a couple minutes ago, put your hand down.
Wait, what?
Barrett Carter, about 5 minutes ago in my email, has been named one of 5 finalists for this year's Butkus Award.
Oh, my God. You are so him.
Stop it. I owe it all to Peyton. Peyton makes my job 10 times easier.
Oh, my God.
But
you got to tell them folks all them
I'm dead
double
serious.
teams
So
I be taking.
this was, I promise, this was not in the script. This was not planned. Like, by the way, y'all changed the time, so this just worked out. So literally, as I'm walking in here, I get an email saying that Barrett Carter has been named one of 5 finalists for the Butkus Award that goes every year to the nation's top linebacker. Wow. So what's your reaction to that?
He's him.
I'm blessed. Like I said, I want to shout out to my D-line. Shout out Peyton.
Oh, my.
Them boys make my job so much easier every single play. But we still got a lot left on the table for this team, so that's all I'm focused about right now. But definitely blessed to be a finalist. Appreciate that.
So Clemson, of course, had its first Butkus Award winner in 2019 and with Isaiah Simmons, so a couple years before you came in 2021. So obviously following in great footsteps and well-deserved and congratulations. So privileged and happy to be able to share that news with you here.
Thank you, Ross. Appreciate that.
Hopefully we'll be welcoming the Butkus family back to the facility sometime soon and see them with yet another trophy. So that's looking ahead. Let's look back a little bit. This past week was Military Appreciation Day, Military Appreciation Week. And as y'all know, military appreciation means something different here at Clemson. It's part of Clemson University's DNA, starting as a military institution until 1955. A lot of military programming. Jason LeMay being able to run the flag down the hill, former Vietnam veteran coming in and speaking to the team and team meeting, Air Force pilot coming in to address the team. What was Military Appreciation Week like for you guys? What are some of the more memorable moments of that week and all that programming?
Yeah, when he came to talk to us, it really opened my eyes on how much this really means to people and how hard we actually got to play. You know, like this means a lot to people. So, yeah.
I would say it means a lot, especially just my dad serving in the Marine Corps for a few years and Clemson being a military school. It's always just an honor just to put the purple on and just really try to honor those veterans and the current veterans or the current who are serving right now just with how we play. So it's always a special day, a special week just where you get to play for them and really just show them that as they're supporting us, we're also supporting them. So always just a special week for me and for Clemson. I'm just glad that we got the win.
Well, and something new started this year. After Wednesday's practice, members of the Clemson Corps were here with dog tags and an ID card for every member of the organization to hang up dog tags in memory of one of the 498, I believe it is, Clemson alumni who have been lost at war. Yeah. Being a part of something new like that, I mean, did that bring this home a little bit more for you?
Yeah, for sure opened my eyes. It hit a little harder for me. What about you, Barrett?
Absolutely. I think that was a really cool thing that we did this year, and I hope that they continue to do it years after this. But it was cool that we were all assigned a different veteran and just kind of got to read about their story, like what they went through in their lives and, how they passed. It was really cool. And like I said, I hope they continue to do it in the future. But it was definitely an awesome experience. Mm-hmm.
We appreciate the Clemson Corps for being a part of that, and obviously want to thank the men and women that have served our country on our behalf. You were truly, truly appreciated, and I know that meant a lot to everyone in the organization to be able to recognize them that way. As far as what that meant for you guys and how you dressed out and what the drip looked like on Saturday, wearing the purple in recognition of the Purple Heart effectively. We see the all purple here. I believe both of you have been on record as being very pro purple. Is that accurate?
Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely. Best uniforms in college football. That's definitely a big argument, but in my opinion, I think those top any others, and it's awesome that we only get to wear them one time a year.
Most real.
I wish we got to wear them more, but it's always cool that we just kind of save it, and then when we wear it, it's always like a really cool moment. So,
Peyton, is that number one for you? Is this our best combination? What do you think?
Yes, this is number one for sure. There's no doubt.
I don't know. The purple and orange was cool too. 2 years ago,
when we wear that purple and purple, it feel different.
Okay.
It feel different. You can just tell. And we play different too because we look a little better.
We need to start wearing these more often, but I mean.
So this was not the only purple in the facility. I don't know if you all knew this before you started coming down the hill, but something new, purple smoke waiting for you at the bottom. What do we think of the purple smoke?
I saw that was really cool. I think it was after we did the senior day stuff, and it was super cool. I can't remember who I was talking to. I think it might have been Wade, but I think we both pointed it out, and just it was special. That was really cool.
Yeah, it was tough. I got to see it while I was walking up for captains. Kind of caught me off guard, but yeah, it was tough.
It's something new, something we were trying, and it seemed like a good reaction. It feel like your teammates kind of drew some excitement from that as well. Just feel a little different coming down the hill.
Yeah, I know they enjoyed it. It was cool.
All right. Well, it's at this moment I'm going to remind our viewers that if you're joining us just by audio, we highly encourage you to watch us on YouTube and Clemson Plus so you can see what these guys are seeing. Well, Peyton said you feel a little different, you play a little bit better whenever you're wearing the all purple. Well, you have 0 career touchdowns in orange or white or anything else, and now 1 career touchdown in all purple. So if we can, let's roll the video. And Peyton, if you can break this down for me, what do we got?
So, okay, rewind back. All right, pause. That was a user lurk right there. You play Madden?
Yeah.
That's called user lurk right there. So after I got the user lurk, I said, okay, let's take off. Once I took off around 15 yards, I got tired, right? So I started looking back thinking I was going to get tackled. Then I see Ricardo make that block. So I had to finish.
I saw you looking back, and I didn't know if that is someone going to tackle me, or is there a smaller guy I can hand this ball to?
Oh, yeah. No, I won't hand the ball off to nobody for sure. I was going to finish that. But I won't get tackled by no O-lineman, that's for sure.
Now, I mean, Barrett, you're a little more used to playing in space and coverages and things like that. Can you grade Peyton's performance here? What are we looking at?
The catch is easily a 10 out of 10. That's probably the most athletic thing I've ever seen Peyton do. But honestly, when I saw him running, I'm like, there's no way he's about to score. I did not. Like, I love Peyton. I love you to death, bro, but I thought you were going to get hogged by somebody. But
sure,
like
I did too.
Like you said, Ricardo made a great block, and I'm just surprised you didn't get hogged. But that's probably a top 5 play. Top 5 play I've ever seen in my whole football career. So,
Barrett, where were you on this play? Were you were you able to see it happen, or were your eyes on your work?
I kind of don't really want to say where I am, but I ended up on the ground. I get double teamed right here. yeah. Like I'm about to be on the ground.
There it is. That's on me.
I'm just watching. I'm like, no way he's about to score, and then he scored, and I just started jogging to the end zone to celebrate with you, but yeah, that was a top 5 play I've ever seen in my life for sure. Yeah,
Butkus Award finalist Barrett Carter with a breakdown on that play. So I know you know the number. I was talking to Bean about this. Barrett, if you had to guess his speed in miles per hour on that return, what do you think he hit?
Talk to me, Barrett.
I would say 16.9.
Ooh, my God, that's crazy.
That is literally the number.
Whoa.
16.9 miles per hour.
Are you serious?
No. It was 17. You was
Is it actually 16.9?
17 miles per hour.
Is it 16.9?
According to Director of Applied Science, Alex Bina, this morning, 16.9.
I swear I just guessed that.
17.
Yeah, I will vouch for that. And if we need to get an accounting firm in here, yeah, we did not provide Barrett
I
that
swear
number.
I just guessed that.
Yeah.
That's sliding though. That's like,
That's not.
hold on.
Fast out here is like 22.
No, you did not.
Barrett, what do you weigh right now?
232.
I'm 315.
All
You're
right,
not 315.
Yeah, I was about to say,
I'm
let's put
315,
some vests
310 to
on here.
315,
How much did you weigh today before lift?
309.
Okay.
310.
You just lied.
This sounds like a challenge. We just need
And
to
this
go
is
get
on the
Barrett some weight
weekend too.
vests.
You know how we eat on the weekend.
Oh, yeah, we do eat.
So I was probably like 313, 314 on that catch.
Okay. I guess. We eat so bad over the
Yeah,
weekends.
we eat the trifling. We got to
Like-
talk to Megan about that.
Like Sundays after, this is side story, but
Whoa.
Sundays after games, we eat bad.
Hold on, bro. We supposed to keep this.
All right, that's all I'm gonna say. But we eat bad on Sundays.
You know, I used to be a big boy now.
400.
Hey, come. Hey, hold on. Let's clear this up right now. I was never 400 pounds. Never that. I was like 385, 390. Never 400.
Okay. Yep.
Let's put that on air.
You never saw that 4, huh?
No, I never seen that 4.
Did you just not step on the scale to avoid seeing the 4, or you never actually hit the 4?
Well, shoot. Now thinking of it, I probably never stepped on that scale. But when I seen it, I was 387 though, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. Well, I mean, honestly, that is a testament to your hard work. I mean, can you imagine when you walked in here at Clemson, the way you walked in,
Yeah, bro.
watching that play that just happened and you being able to take it 57 yards without getting caught from behind?
Yeah, I would have took it 2 yards back then.
Somebody
crazy.
would have caught him.
No one asked you, bro.
So 57 yards was Clemson's longest interception return for touchdown by a defensive lineman since 2006. Our guy Jock McKissick, Jay Fitty, now killing it in the acting game. Did it against South Carolina in 2006. So we want to run the footage, and I want you guys to just give me your reaction as you see Jock McKissick back in 2006.
They need to paint the end zone like that again, by the way. Now he's sliding. He has the form too. He's
Hold
not
on.
he's not
Go
looking
back.
back
Can
because
you
he knows
please
he's
go
not
back?
getting tackled.
Look how far, like he had a head start though.
Like he was sliding.
Where did he even pick the ball at?
Someone batted down.
somebody batted it
and
down.
went to him behind the quarterback.
Yeah, he has good form. He's
Like, look at
sliding.
this. Like he could go. Like he had a head start.
Okay, so did you.
No, I did it. The quarterback was right there, so I was already in fear while I was running. He has no fear in front of him. He sees straight green grass.
But he has the form too. He wasn't looking back because he knew that he wasn't getting caught.
One more play without a timeout. They don't get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I wish we had the GPS back then so we could know
How much you
Peyton
weigh right there?
16.9. I think 290. It may have been what Sean McDonough said on the broadcast.
I got a 30-pound weight vest on. Okay. That was a nice run though. That was a nice run.
Shout out Jock. That's a great play.
That was a great play.
Good memory. Well, this was the 15th consecutive season that the defense has scored multiple defensive touchdowns. The longest active streak in the country. Last time Clemson has not scored multiple defensive touchdowns was in 2009. And they had 5 or 6 special teams touchdowns that year because they had a guy named C.J. Spiller back there. I know that was a challenge specifically for this defense and has been in the last couple of weeks to get that second one. How rewarding was it for you all?
Very. That's something that our coaches preach throughout the week, every single week, like winning the turnover margin, but just also trying to get a score on defense. So whenever you get a turnover, that's big, but whenever you create points on the defensive side, it's huge and it creates a lot of momentum. So it was special.
Yeah, it wasn't a relief off our shoulders. It was just knowing it was about to happen. It was just knowing who's going to get it, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the defense didn't just get in the end zone on defense this week. Barrett Carter, great athlete in high school, played both ways. I know that you have been lobbying for this for a while, trying to let Coach Sweeney and Coach Riley know, hey, remember, I was a running back now. So let's take a look at this, and Barrett, tell me what you see.
Yeah, O-line blocked their butts off, and then P and P-Boo just cleared the way for me and just made it a walk-in. But I had a little patience going. I let my blocks, set up a little bit, and I just found the end zone. It was fun though, but I didn't think we were gonna run the play. It was like mid-third quarter, and Coach Riley's like, I don't know if we're gonna run it after third quarter, and I'm like, nah, like let's do it, like we gotta run it. I told Coach Sweeney during the game, like, let's run fridge, and I mean, I'm glad that we ran. It was special.
Well, and Coach Sweeney and I were both giving you a hard time. This is now your second touchdown of your career, and at 4 yards, it beat your previous career long of 3 from the fumble return against Florida State in that crazy last-minute play. So, 4 yards. I guess you're only 53 shy of matching Peyton's career long.
Yeah, I still got time. I still got time to beat him. So I mean,
it's a long way to go, dog.
You're not saying.
Hey, can we go back on that though?
Yeah, let's go back. What we got?
I'm glad Barrett shot out the block it. I just wanted to point out me and Peter's block it right here. This is some big boys going to work right here, dog.
Bro, you tackled him. That's a flag.
Hey, don't worry about that, bro. You on the ground, bro. That's a pancake, bro. Chill out.
Bro, you're literally hugging.
Did they get the celebration?
Oh, we're gonna get to that. But first, I mean, you kind of stole a little bit of my hosting shtick here. I was gonna ask, who is the most terrifying fullback in the nation? Is it 11 or 55?
Me. Come on, dog.
Both of them. I'm not.
I mean, 11's collecting some souls this year.
He is collecting some souls. That's my first time doing that, but I put him down real bad, though, boy.
Yeah, I would not want to go against either of them.
Yeah, you got your money's worth on that one, didn't you, Peyton?
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and roll the next clip then, since you're asking for it. You guys give me the origin of this dance. What are we looking at?
So the whole week, like when we started running the play,
look at me in the back, bro.
Like me and Kay were talking about like what's gonna be the celebration. And as y'all know, we've been kind of on a roll with doing Fortnite celebrations after big plays, and the name of this dance is called Best Mates. It's a Fortnite celebration. So that was just the one that we decided to do, and yeah, we did it. It looked good too.
I mean, Barrett, we see you. Peyton, we see you in the back. So how do we rate, let's see, Big Nathan Brooks in there, Walker Parks, Trent Howard kind of center
Blake
frame.
Miller.
I rated 104, or actually 129 out of 10.
Peyton?
Oh, no, that's a 10 out of 10 for sure. But I don't like, I got to work on my dance, though. I don't like how I did mine.
Yeah, that's not good.
That looks trifling.
So we see you guys celebrating here, but I don't know if y'all have seen this yet or not. I want to go to what the view from the sideline was, and let's roll this.
Tebow said no. Special.
Yeah, lit.
I'm not sure I even have anything to ask there other than just, I mean, how cool is that to see your teammates get that fired up for you? I mean, it's a game against an FCS opponent that y'all had, kind of put away, some folks are starting to think ahead to next week. It seems like the kind of thing that, everybody could check out and could just be an afterthought, but everybody was locked in and thrilled. I mean, what goes through your mind as y'all see that?
It was cool for me just because I don't think anyone on the team really thought that we would run it like towards the end of the game, and then they called it, and just everyone was tuned in on the sidelines, and when I got in the end zone, seeing everybody's reaction was special. And then like I got to the sidelines, and obviously we were dancing, whatever, but like I was getting hugged on by everybody. Like I was getting helmet slapped. It was just T-Bone was just disgusted in the background. But it was a special moment. Just everyone just gathering around me, just proud of me, happy for me. So it was awesome, surreal experience for sure.
It was lit, bro. I'm still in shock, bro. Dang.
I didn't think we were gonna run it. I'm glad we did.
And is that so? Peyton, you hinted that deep freezer was coming. Was that fridge or deep freezer?
Oh, no, deep freezer still coming. That's fridge.
All right.
Just know when deep freezer comes, y'all gonna know.
Still in the arsenal. Well, hey, it's Black Friday week. Appliances seem to fly off the shelves, so maybe it'll be deep freezer week this week. So on top of being Military Appreciation Week, it was also Senior Day. Both of you went through Senior Day festivities. Now, Barrett, you told the media heading into the week that at first you're like, yeah, I don't know if I'll cry, and then you backtracked. You're like, no, I'm probably gonna cry. Did you end up crying on Senior Day?
I did not. I thought I was gonna cry, but I just wanted to just smell the roses and embrace the moment. and just let the natural emotion take over, and I didn't cry. So, but it was a great experience for sure.
Peyton, what were the emotions like for you?
At first, I was scared I don't fall down the hill. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
But then when I got down to my parents, it was I ain't get emotional. I ain't get emotional. But it was starting to hit hard when I started to walk over to the captain line, dapping up all my coaches, talking about, yeah, I'm gonna miss you, all that. So I took it in when I walked out to the middle of the field, looked around, it was like, dang, this the last go around.
I mean, even if you don't shed a tear or truly get emotional, I mean, there's got to be something different about seeing your parents at the bottom of the hill, right?
Yeah, that hit hard right there.
Barrett?
Yeah, it was, and I thought that they were going to be crying, but they actually weren't too. They were just so happy and just had so much joy. Mm-hmm. But they were just like, all right, now go kick their butts. They didn't say butts. They said the other word, but they were just focused on just us getting the win and just coming out with a successful game. Yeah. So that's really what they were worried about.
Well, and both of you guys were part of the 2021 recruiting class. So you were the first class that came in after COVID. And so it feels like the COVID year, like all the 6-year guys have kind of, at least for me, almost like ruined the perspective or perception of how long guys are allowed to be around here. Like it feels like y'all just got here almost.
Yeah,
literally.
Did it feel like it's gone by quick?
So, oh my God. I can't remember who I told this, but I think it was a freshman. It was Corey and Gibson. I told him before the game, like, I was like, bro, this is so crazy. Like, I literally feel like I stepped on campus yesterday.
Okay.
And like it literally flew by so fast. Like Coach Sweeney always says, the days are long, but the years are short. And that is the most true statement ever. Like, it truly feels like I just got here.
Yeah, this junk flashed by, bro. Yeah, I have no other words than that. It just flashed by, bro. I don't know how.
I'm curious if you could speak to the younger version of yourselves walking in 2021, what'd you say?
I would say, first of all, take notes. Bring a notebook and take notes every single meeting, because I took notes my freshman year, but I wasn't really intentional with it. I kind of just saw everybody else with notebooks, and but I wasn't like intentional with what I would write and everything. So I'll say be intentional with that and just stay patient, just have joy in literally everything you do. Like, days are going to be hard here. You're going to have hard practices, hard games. You may lose, whatever, but just have positivity through everything. Just keep your faith in the Lord.
Yeah, I'll tell my past self to enjoy every moment. Don't take none of this for granted. Don't waste your time here. Just lock in, do what you have to do to feed your family, and just lock in and then enjoy the moment.
So it feels like y'all hadn't been here that long, but I mean, we've just seen tremendous growth in both of you. And one thing I wanted to ask about before we get out of here is both of y'all are beloved by your teammates. I mean, you can see that in the celebrations, just naturally charismatic guys. But as y'all know, there's something different about being likable and being charismatic and being a veteran, and there is being a true leader. Mm-hmm. And I feel like both of you in particular have really stepped up in that regard and have fully consciously committed yourselves to that. What have y'all learned about leadership over the last year or two?
It's hard. It is so hard. You have to, being a leader, like, when no one else has something to say, you kind of have to be the guy to say something, and it's also lonely too. Like, there may be a time where the whole team is, feeling this type of way, but you have to be on the opposite end of that and, be like, no, we're going to do this, and you have to stand on what you say. So, like, that's the main thing I'll say about leadership. Like, it's hard, it's lonely, but it's a necessity for a successful team.
Yeah. I feel like leadership, it's easy to be vocal. The hard part is by leading by example. I feel like that's where I stepped in and matured in. So,
yeah, no, I want to give you credit for that too, because it's you've always been a blast to be around. Like, you're just a fun guy to have in the building, in the locker room, out on the practice field.
Yeah, appreciate it.
And then, like, this year, especially with Rukaroro and Tyler Davis moving to the NFL level. I mean, there was kind of a void there in that defensive tackle room in terms of voices and in terms of, no, this is what we're going to be about and how we're going to get it done. And, man, you just stepped right into that, didn't you?
Yeah, man. I had to. I got to do what I got to do, dog.
I've seen so much growth from Peyton, like, as a leader. Like, you can say all the stuff when we came in, he was this, he was that, but he literally went like uphill every single year and just, focus on himself, focus on perfecting his craft and just, being just who he is and being a leader on this team. And I can truly say he's one of the best leaders I've ever been around. So
that's love, Barrett. That's love.
Always, brother.
Well, I want to congratulate you guys on a successful senior day, and luckily we don't have to say that was your last time out in the Valley, because we got one more coming this Saturday, and we won't say too much on that. But before we get out of here, I want to have you guys look at these cameras dead ahead, and if you can, let our fans know where they can find you on social media.
Paint Page 55 everywhere, Instagram, Twitter.
BCSZN, BC Season on all platforms.
All right, well, that's going to wrap us up from Studio C and the Clemson Athletics Branding Institute. Make sure to like and subscribe and keep your eyes and ears open for the next episode of Two Right Turns.